Rover Wars is Sakurai Games' newest entry on Switch. This resource management action strategy game injects a bit of MOBA tactics into its gameplay to spice things up. The strategy is pretty simple: destroy the enemy base at all cost. At the start of a match, you have one base, one rover, and some currency to spend. You can freely move the rover around to spend currency to build factories. Each one of these factories will start pumping out one of three types of units: melee, rockets, or explosive drones that you'll often clear the path for them to destroy enemy factories. You gain currency by destroying either enemy drones or their active rover, which just like yours can take a bit of a beating. Strategically figuring out how to expand your area, which is clearly displayed in the circle, and what type of units you want to focus your assault on is the key to victory. If your rover dies, it'll immediately spawn back at the base where you can reassess the situation, and after a certain amount of time on the battlefield, your drone gains its only ability: a massive explosion that will destroy surrounding enemy factories while also taking itself out. This can be a godsend when clearing out lanes, which is where the MOBA tactics come into play, since depending on the map, flanking routes can be carved out with the units you command, while the enemy focuses on just one area. The issue is that just like the enemy, you too might get tunnel vision into destroying units and ignoring to constantly and continually build factories and make the best use of your currency. This is where the game could benefit with some blinking notifications of sorts and make more use of colors to let you know of dangers. Another issue is that some matches can take up from 20 to 30 minutes, and in a typical strategic game fashion, if you lose, all is lost. There is a full campaign with a paced-on story, but I honestly couldn't recommend playing this game just for that. There's also a co-op feature with up to 8 players, but I wasn't able to test that out locally due to the current lockdown. Rover Wars is an interesting strategy game that tries something new in the already filled RTS genre, but it ultimately feels like the first attempt on what could eventually become a much more in-depth experience in a few years, with some more strategies and mechanics sprinkled within. Nintendo Sphere gives Rover Wars on Switch a 6.5 out of 10. If you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya!